How's it? Today's Wednesday. It's February 1st, so the first of the new month, and I am doing my back squat with overhead press stuff today. I didn't warm up as long as I probably should have, but good news is that when I started squatting, my knees weren't actually giving me any issues. My right knee specifically wasn't giving me any issues. I did one round of what I normally do, which is the bike, the Nordic or GHD hamstring curls, and rolling my calf. I just did the one round. Normally I do three, but I came in a little bit late and I didn't want to rush or have to rush through everything just so that I get home at a reasonable time. My warm ups were bar 70, 120, which is the first time I took that jump in a very long time, and then 130 as my last warm up. I think as I'm squatting, my positions were actually pretty solid today. Shout out to Jason and Danny who helped me just stay motivated and push through today's session. So it's my first set. It doesn't look like I'm apprehensive or struggling at all, but after every single rep, after every single set, I'm thinking, "Oh god, how am I going to do this next one? How am I going to do this next one?" I think once I get a little bit lazy, then the technique starts to fall apart and then things get very difficult. But you can see on that first set, it wasn't too bad. The speed was really good, but on that last rep there, starting to get a little bit rocking and hips sliding in and out, and that's not something I want. So I'm trying my best to kind of extend my lower back and push through that the whole time. But I'm also kind of worried about what happened on Monday with that jerk that I did. Kind of really hyperextended my mid back. Didn't feel very good in the moment, and it's been tight ever since. But I don't think it affected me in any way today. My squats were really, really good. I think that after the first set, I mentioned to everybody or the guys there that it might have been the best set of squats I've done in the last 3 or 4 months. Here's my set of 10. I think, as expected, everything is just a challenge. Anytime you go over a certain amount of reps, it's just always hard, no matter how heavy you do. But if I can try to maintain good technique, then I get to a point where I'm just moving my legs, right? Hips are sliding a little bit back here, but still pretty good, especially with the perspective that this is a set of 10. And I've definitely squatted significantly worse than that, in the past. So this is my last rep right here. Pretty solid. I think I'm very happy with the way that today's squats went, especially given my mid back has been giving me issues since Monday. It doesn't feel super great right now. I'm sitting here at my desk, but it is what it is, and I'm trying to manage it the best I can. After that, I moved into my overhead press. So last week was 62 for 5.5s. I made them all last week, and today was 64 for 5.5s. I did not make them all today. I didn't fail. I just DNA did not attempt. After the third set, so I did 2 sets of 5, and then 1 set of 3, and it was beginning to get excessively difficult. And I didn't want to fail, and I didn't want to push it to the point where I would hurt myself. You'll see here, this is my first set. All of these are a little bit forward, and you can see it on my toes. Where if I get on my toes there, you see my heels get off of the ground. Same thing there. That's not a good sign that it's not going well. It's not great. But I ended up kind of cutting it there just to make sure that everything was okay. Something I actually didn't mention was that my left shoulder, for whatever reason, feels like it's kind of been unstable lately since Monday after lifting on Monday. I don't know if it's from that stupid hyperextension through my back, but my left shoulder has been feeling very clicky and very unstable. And I don't know if that really affected me today. I just think that the quality of the reps was not where I wanted it to be, and so I just cut it because it's not worth it at this point. Finished off with some split squats, my dips, my back extensions, and then my dumbbell overhead walks. The I was really wary about the dumbbell overhead walks just because of what I said. You know, my left shoulder specifically felt really unstable. But I did the first set at least, and I was like, oh, it feels actually really good. Feels fine. Kind of getting my shoulder socket to be lined up with the weight overhead felt really good. So I continued to do them, and I finished off the workout with it. I don't know if this is gonna affect me on Friday. We'll see what happens. We'll take it day by day, and yeah, generally, I'm very happy with how today's squats went. Came in really tired. Did not expect to be able to do all sets, the four sets, and then the fifth set of 10, right? But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.